We're rolling. Okay, guys. I tried filming just now and I got like 2 minutes in. Excuse me. And I realized I hadn't prayed, so I stopped filming so I could do that. Because I was like, oh, I'll just do it after I finish filming. I was like, you're going to be sitting here for 50 minutes. Like, chances are you are not going to remember to do that. So I did it real quick, but I'm so excited because this past week I did a lot of shopping because I really want to beef up my winter wardrobe. And I've been donating clothes. I've been getting rid of clothes. I'm gonna mail some of these clothes. I'll show you them. That I'm mailing them to a friend back in Kentucky because she said she liked them, and I would much rather give it to someone that I, know, because it feels more sustainable to me. Maybe not the mailing part, but the only reason I say that is because I just feel like I remember one time I was donating clothes to this thrift store and they were like, we can't take it, we are full. And I ever since then I've just like, oh my gosh, like thrift stores like are getting so full, or like there's so many clothes, it's impossible. But and obviously like it's just like whatever now, but I still, if I can help it, I will. But yeah, I need to get my chapstick soon. Hopefully my lips don't get too dry. But yeah, I got a bunch of clothes, and I also had a lot of weird little anecdotes I wanted to, and like some weird premonitions I had. And I really, maybe not premonition, but like kind of like these weird foreshadowing moments and some realizations. But so I just like feel really grateful right now because I bought all these clothes and I got a new pair of shoes too. And I'm just so grateful that I'm living such a privileged life right now, honestly. And I don't want to like I don't know how that will come off. Oh, by the way, I finally set up an Amazon wish list, and also if you want to gift me, you can also do Etsy gift cards. Um I'm only bringing that up because I know there's like one or two of you that really are adamant about gifting me, which I really appreciate. Like, you don't have to do that, but I thought I just set it up so that it can like you don't have to sit there and like think about it and like turn the internet upside down. So I'll link the wish list down below, and if you want to get me an Etsy gift card, just email it to me. I'll put my email my witch obsession email, or I'll just type down my personal email in the description box too. But that's out of the way. But I just wanted to say like thank you to you guys, and honestly thank you to everyone. Like, by the way, I know one of you was talking to me, like brought this up to me, but I did call my dad a few days ago, which is another thing I wanted to talk about. Nothing about him, but like about him and my mom. But I called him and I thanked him for all that he's done for me, in regards to like the washer and dryer and the money. And, he really appreciated it. It's just like my dad's just not like a card person, because every time we've gotten him a card, he'll like read it, he's like, oh, this is cute. And then he'll forget about it. Because he's not the most like, I don't know, it's like he can read, but like he just like doesn't. I don't know. He's getting older, but he just like appreciates the voice to voice a lot more, because I don't know. He just loves hearing me verbally say it, which I totally understand. I feel like I'm the same way. Like, it feels better hearing somebody say it as opposed to like reading it. But yeah, that's what I did for him. I'm probably gonna call him today or tomorrow again just to talk to him, because I do want to talk to him a lot more. I need to call him before he starts drinking. I do not like commenting on his drinking at all because he takes it to heart. That is his thing now. Like, I don't know, you guys. But anyways, I'm just so grateful because last winter I wasn't able to live this lavishly, not at all, because my financial situation was way worse. And also I just like was with my ex, and I felt so unworthy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I just truly felt so unworthy of anything last winter. I remember like, okay, so this is kind of one of the things I wanted to complain to you guys about, but I just hate how like this trend of like this huge favor for masculinity energetically, you know, fashion wise, everything. Like masculinity has dominated everything. And it's so annoying because like there are so many masculine people that I feel like conflate at a subconscious level, like they conflate masculinity for demonizing or hating on feminine energy. And that's just my take on it, you know. If you don't agree, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. But the reason that I say that is because like as a gay man, like there's a lot of like gay people, like gay men that are just like they don't like feminine dudes. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, oh, like I don't prefer feminine dudes. That's like different, you know, like you just don't prefer feminine dudes, like whatever. But like they'll go out of their way to show their disdain for feminine dudes. And it's just like, what the, you know what I'm saying? It's just I don't understand that because it's just I don't know, you guys. I feel like when someone is like that and they are the way that they are, it's just showing that you have a lot of internalized complexes, and also you still carry shame on your own sexuality to a point that you need to shame other people for how they express their own energy and sexuality, you know? Because it's like, it's just not for me, guys. I don't know. I wanted to bring that up to you guys. I don't know how you guys will feel about it, but like, that's just like my personal take on it. But, oh, and the whole reason I brought that up is because last winter, obviously, my ex, or not obviously, but you know, he really liked it when I dressed more masculine. So because of that, it just kind of like messed with how I dressed because I obviously wanted to dress to please him. And so like I wouldn't dress as feminine, and now like I feel like I'm overcoming that vibe and I'm trying to dress more feminine, or I'm trying to incorporate that feminine energy more, you know, in whatever way I can, in whatever way that resonates with me and feels comfortable. I do think that a lot of the clothes I got were very masculine, but also that's not to say that there aren't feminine touches, like when I accessorize. But yeah, I really hope that no one on here ever is with somebody that makes them feel like they have to change how they dress or how they express themselves in order to appease the other person. So yeah. But yeah, I've been buying some clothes and changing up my winter wardrobe, and I'm donating a lot of clothes too. Some that I'm mailing to my friend because she said she liked it, and obviously, you know, like I would rather give my clothes to someone that I know as opposed to just like, you know, like throwing it into the cobwebs of the thrift store. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you some of the clothes that I got. Oh my gosh, this tag's still here. So the first thing that I got was this jacket from Hollister. It's like this zip up and it's like brown. It's so cute and it's like really heavy too, you guys. I'm not gonna put it on just because like it's too much work, but it's just like a, I don't know, I just really like the brown, and I feel like I'm going for a more earthy vibe right now, honestly. And then I got this jacket. I love this jacket, you guys. Okay, I'll actually put the other one on too, since I'm putting on this one. It makes no sense to like be like, oh. But like, is this not cute? Like, and I love this thing, this little tab. It's just so, now this jacket is actually hand wash only. There's this tag, and I was like, so I hand washed it yesterday. So annoying. Oh my gosh, it was so annoying to hand wash, but it was definitely worth it because I can totally see how this fabric would literally get destroyed in the washer. Yeah, I'm also gonna hang this up real quick where it was. I'm like right next to my door, as you can see. Okay, and then I'll show you guys this jacket too. This is an extra large, I think, which I didn't think would fit correctly, but it most definitely does. Like, is this not a vibe, you know? And I love, it's too good. It's too good. It's like, it looks so cozy. Oh my god, I got this other thing from Burlington. I need to show you it. I'll go get it. It's like right over here in my closet. This one I kind of got on a whim because it was really cheap in Burlington. I need to stop moving. I'm so tired now. But yeah, I got this like, it's giving like flannel vibes, but you know what I'm saying? I think that's all I'm gonna show you. Oh my god. I'm so tired. I can't put on anymore. And then the last thing I got in terms of clothes was this sweater. It's also from Hollister. I love like this waffle knit, or is that waffle knit? But it's knitted. Looks really nice. And then I got a pair of Air Forces. I've wanted a pair for a while now, but only now did I actually get around to buying them. Here they are. I didn't think I would ever buy a pair of shoes that look like this because I feel like it's not me, but like I'm kind of ready to like see if it is me. most pleased. I'm very happy with this purchase. Okay. Oh, that was a lot. But yeah, that's all I got. And then I have like this cardigan that I got like last year. I'm like giving to my friend. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just not me anymore. I don't like this color gradient. I feel like, I don't know, you guys. It's just not my vibe anymore. Not that nothing wrong with it, but you know, it's just not my vibe anymore. But I'm out of breath. Oh, and also I want to start cutting out coffee. So I'm using up the coffee that I have left because obviously I don't want to waste it. But afterwards, I'm going to start doing lemon water. I was talking to my friend about it, and supposedly lemon is a good source of natural caffeine. I don't know if this is true, but regardless of the case, I just want to start drinking lemon water because it'll be good for my skin too. My skin looks a lot better in the camera than I thought it would. I thought I would look crazy, but my sugar intake last week was absolutely bonkers. I was bold for that. That was bold of me, but we did it and we're here. It is what it is. But yeah, and also, you guys, I got this Burt's Bees toner and it's a like exfoliating. Don't do it, you guys. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I don't know what it is about that toner. Obviously, it's exfoliating, but there's a difference between exfoliating and burning my face off, okay? I don't like things that are chemically exfoliating. It's probably why my skin's so agitated, you know, because like last week, the only thing that I had that was sugary was juice and a coffee. I had a Starbucks drink. I know, I shouldn't have done it, but I was out with a friend. I was a little bit hype and I was feeling bold and I did it. Okay, we're here. The drink it's long gone now. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. But I just like, I felt like it shouldn't have broke me out as bad as it did. So I think it was the toner. And I also didn't moisturize yesterday because I had run out of moisturizer. My moisturizer came in, so I'm Gucci now. But you know, in the moment, it was like, whew. And also, so there's like three main things that I want to talk about. I'll start with, okay, so the first one is about my ex. The second one is about my mom and dad. And the third one will be about my neighbor. So I don't know if I told you about my neighbor yet, but I'm going to tell you again if that's the case, just because I don't know. But the first thing, sorry, I'm like out of breath. I'm just so out of shape. My head hurts. But the first thing is my friend and I love her to death. Guys, I'm just so blessed. I love her so much. But so we went to these stores and they are near like LA. So we went to Ontario Mills and then we went to Del Amo. And we also just like did some shopping at the places, but like those are like the main two spots that we hit up. And we also went to Palos Verdes. If you live in Southern California, you know exactly what I'm talking about, but you know, it's just these places near like LA and stuff like that. And Palos Verdes is like, it's just like this really rich neighborhood and it's like house in the hills vibes. Love it there. I don't know if I would live there if I could. Maybe one day I will. I don't know. Like this universe has a weird way of surprising me. But I guess my point in bringing all this up is those are all spots that I used to hit with my ex. Like, we used to go there all the time. We used to go to Palos Verdes. We used to go to Del Amo a lot. He wasn't really a mall person, I'd say. I'm such a mall person. I love the mall. I love walking around malls. I love going shopping in malls. I just love being in malls. I don't care. But it was very spooky because usually when I go to these places, it would make me bitter or like bittersweet and kind of like melancholic because I'm going to this place that, you know, we used to go to a lot and we used to attend all the time. And it was very strange because this time around I didn't feel as melancholic. I didn't feel as sad. Because I was with somebody new that, you know, not like a relationship, you know, like I was with my bestie. And it felt like I was like overriding that story, you know. It felt like I was finally moving on because I was replacing those memories of a new one, you know, one that is just as meaningful, if not more meaningful. And it felt so good. And I came home and I was crying about it because, like, it just, it feels so good to know and to physically feel myself moving on and allowing myself to, you know, keep pushing forward. Like, I don't know how to explain to you guys what the feeling was. Like, I did feel that bitterness and that melancholy and that sadness and heartbreak, but it was in a way that was like, I just felt, I don't know how to explain it. It's just, it felt like it was scabbing up, you know? It feels like I'm genuinely just moving forward. It feels like those feelings don't haunt me or affect me nearly as much as they used to, you know? And for that, I'm just so grateful, you know, because I was really hung up over this person for such a long time. And the relationship caused me a lot of pain. And the more that I lay that era of my life and that version of myself to rest, the more I just feel like I'm becoming something and somebody that I've missed for so long, you know? It feels like I'm like leaving, like it feels like I'm forgiving myself, and it feels like I'm recognizing that I never deserved that, you know? I don't know. I know I'm always blabbering about this topic and I know I'm always talking about him, but like genuinely, like after being subjected to that and like dealing with that kind of emotional torture, might I add, for such an extended period of time, like it just feels really good to finally just being normal, you know, like just calming down and not feeling constantly agitated and constantly hurt, constantly feeling like I'm not good enough, and constantly, you know, feeling like I'm doing something wrong, or constantly, you know what I mean? It's just like, that's really how I felt for such a long time. And that's why I'm always like, I feel grateful for right now because it's just like, I wasn't able to live like this for such a long time, you know? But yeah, I'm really happy that I'm moving forward and that he's just no longer part of my life anymore. And it's very strange because my bestie told me she had a dream about him, and I also had a dream about him. And I was having like a premonition about going to these malls because I was like, oh my god, what if I see him? I wouldn't be surprised if he did see me and he like hit or something because, like, come on now. But, you know, I really do see him as somebody that's in my past. But, anyways, moving on, I also wanted to talk. Sorry, someone texted me. I also wanted to talk about my mom and dad because I called them both the day that I thanked my dad. And my dad, we just had like a normal conversation and he was gossiping to me about my brother, which was really cute because he was telling me how my brother hired like a plumber or something to fix this water thing in his house, and he was gonna pay 1,600. And my dad got so mad. My dad was telling me, he was all like, I got so mad at your brother because it's just like, you should know to bring things up to me because my dad's like so handyman vibes. Like, he is just like, he can fix anything. I don't know what's, like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, he's fixed some crazy things, you guys. But you know, my brother, he brought it up to my dad, I guess, or something, where my dad found out. My dad finds out anything. You can't hide things from either of my parents. But I think my dad's more of the type to like, he'll know, but he won't mention it. But this is one of the times he mentioned it. He was telling me, he was like, I took your brother, and I was like, you want to go Home Depot or Lowe's? And he was laughing about it. I forgot where they went. I think they was Home Depot, and he was all telling me, he was like, I spent like maybe $500 on all the parts, and I fixed it for him. And my brother apparently was like, oh my gosh, where'd you learn how to fix that? And like, I thought that was such a like a silly question, because my dad literally owns a house, you know, and not like, I don't think he's ever called someone into the house to fix something in the house, you know. And if he has, like, it's very like few times, you know. So my dad like was just like, he was laughing about it to me. He was like, what do you mean? Like, I always fix things. And I just thought that was really silly. And I called my mom, and it was 3 times longer than the phone call with my dad. My dad, we called for about 10 minutes. My mom called me for about 30 minutes. And you guys, like, listen, I love both my parents. I just want to say that. But what my mom was talking to me, it was not appropriate. I didn't think it was acceptable. But, you know, I say that this is just my opinion on it. You guys, honestly, like, I hope that you guys will respect this, but I honestly don't feel very comfortable with you guys commenting too much on my situation with my parents, just because, like, I don't know, like, that's just like how I am, you know, because I never wanted to come off like I'm like, you know, because I get like very mixed up with my morals about it. So I hope that you'll respect that. But I say that this is a topic that I just want to vent to you guys about, not necessarily I want advice or insight on. But my mom, she was like talking to me about my dad, and she was like, she was like talking to me about like a divorce, and she was like, she said that she had brought it up to my dad, and he got like really mad, and like, I don't know. And no, nothing like, you know, like, not that like they got like into a physical altercation. Like, that's not my dad. Like, they've never done that, you know. Like, it will never happen. That's just not how he is, you know. But she had told me that he like broke a chair or something, and she was telling me that she's like, I'm like locked out of all the accounts and stuff like that, you know. Like, I don't know. I'm like trying to think, because like I know my mom wouldn't want me telling everybody this, but like, it's just like, basically my mom was complaining to me about him, and she was just like, and the only reason I'm bringing it up is because like it's just very frustrating, you know, because like you, I understand that that's your husband, and I understand that maybe he hasn't been the best husband in the absolute world, maybe the farthest from, but that's my dad, you know. Like, don't talk to me about my dad that way, you know. If you have a problem with him, you need to like go to like a therapist or a counselor, or you need to bring it up to somebody else, or you need to talk to one of your girlfriends about it or something, you know. Like, don't talk to me about my dad like that, you know. And it goes the same for dad, you know. Like, I don't want you talking about my mom like that, you know. Like, I don't care. Like, that's not my relationship. Like, your relationship with him is your relationship with him. My relationship with him is completely different. I'm not gonna sit here and like trash talk my dad when he's been there for me in times that you haven't been, you know. And that goes for you too. Like, there have been times where you've been there and he hasn't been, you know. So it's just like, I don't know why like my mom feels so comfortable dragging my father like to me. Like, leave him alone, you know. Like, and like, I understand that like he's caused you pain and stuff like that, but it's just like, girl, you need to leave that out of our relationship. You need to go talk to like somebody who is licensed to listen to that, someone who is getting paid to listen to that, okay? So I mean, she did give me money, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not how we're getting down around these parts. I don't know, like, it made me really upset, but at the same time, like, it's just another case of like, they really need to communicate, and they really need to have a mature conversation about it, or they really need to hash it out or something. Because ultimately, like, she can tell me all that she wants, but like, none of it is my say, you know. Like, none of it is the ball is not in my court. But yeah, it's just like, I thought that was very frustrating. And oh, what's in here? What is this? Oh my gosh, I remembered this. Sorry, I was like looking at this pocket in my sweater. Anyways, And this isn't me saying that I don't love my mom or I don't like her. I love my mom. I love my mom a lot. But I feel like in being away from her and in her like frustration, she has shown a lot of true colors, and she has really shown me that I don't know, like I do want the best for her and I want her to be happy. I really do. I want her to live a happy life, but I can't make that happen for her, like I can't make her happy. I can't do anything to save her, that's not, it's just like I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how am I in any position to do that for her? Like, she's the one that she financially supports me. How you gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, she needs to figure it out herself and she needs to do something. I was telling her, I was like, you need to figure something out. Like, you need to have a convo with him. You need to do something. This is your life and you are allowing, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, there are ways out of this situation that maybe won't guarantee you results, but it will provide you a safe haven away from a situation that is causing you clear dissatisfaction. Like, whatever, girl. I love my mom to death. I don't know, like, I want to keep expressing that because none of this is out of like disdain for her, or like it's more of like I love you to death, but like I seriously can't do anything about it, like I'm across the country, you're my supporter. I don't know anything. And like she was talking to me, she was like, I've known him way longer than you have. So like don't even act like you know him. And like I was shocked by that statement. I was like, girl, I've known him my whole life. You've only known him for like a portion of your life. I've known him my whole life. Okay. He was there since she was like, you've only known him for 20 years. I've known him for way more than that. And I was shocked that she was sassing me that way because I was like, first of all, don't even, because I've known my dad my whole life, whereas you've only known, you know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you say that to me? She was rude AF for that. She kind of ate that up though. Like, I'm not gonna lie. She kind of ate by saying that, but like, you did not eat, okay? I don't know. I just can't take her seriously because sometimes she'd be saying the most incredulous things ever, and I'm like, ain't no way you just said that to me. I don't know. I know she'll get it figured out, and I just know it's this solar eclipse in Libra. It's like messing with her, and it's just like, girl, like, whatever. Oh my god, she cracks me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't take her seriously sometimes. But yeah, I'd say that's like the serious brunt of it. And like, I don't know, I would tell you guys more, but like it's just like it's a little bit confidential. But I don't know, like everyone's safe. But anyways, next thing I wanted to broach to you guys about, if that's the word, broach, complain, express, is my neighbor. So you guys, I've been having dreams about my neighbor. This is very spooky, okay? So the other night I had a dream that I was like in a house with him, and we were walking up this set of stairs, and he was looking at me and he said, my mom's really curious about you. Like, she wants to know you more, or like she wants to know more about you. And I had other dreams about him, but I forgot what they were. And then I started waving to the old couple. I think I told you guys this. I started waving to them. No, I think I told you guys about this, but like when he came to his car to smoke a cigarette, and it was only for like, okay, so I'm gonna re-explain the story for those of you that missed out. But basically, I was blowing bubbles outside. I've been doing that to like regulate. And tell me why, after I started waving at his parents. He came out one day to smoke a cigarette in his car for only like a few minutes. He parks the car across the street. Like, they have a backyard. The doors and windows were open. Like, he has plenty of other places to smoke, but he chose the one place that he has to go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just very strange to me. I think I did tell you guys in the last video, but like I wanted to reiterate. But I've been having a lot of very strange dreams. Mars is going through my 12th house right now. Mercury's about to go into my 12th house too. Oh, my head hurts. I talk really fast. I got through everything that I wanted to talk about, I think. I've just been like, I don't know, I feel like everyone's been going through it. But for me personally, I have been going through it, but I genuinely feel like the going through it era is like wrapping up for me. Because these past 2 years, horrendous. Y'all, I'm sorry, y'all, but I really do want to hand it to myself and say that I kind of deserve this, or I deserve to live the way that I'm living right now, because the past year was just so difficult. I truly just don't, like, sometimes I feel like guilty for living so lavishly when there are people that are going through it, you know? But at the same time, like, I worked so hard and I went through so much to get to where I am right now. And like, it has been a lot of suffering to finally just like take a second, you know? But yeah. Um, my roommate also leaves in the next few weeks, which I'm kind of excited about. I kind of want to be alone for a little bit, but um, also I realized that Mercury rules my seventh house because I'm a Sagittarius rising, so my seventh house is Gemini, and like that explains a lot because like every time Mercury be acting up, like my relationships also be acting up. So I was a little bit alarmed by that. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier, you know? But yeah, I don't know. That's like a duh thing, but like I was shocked. Um, yeah. I wonder how my neighbor feels about me. I also need to wash my bed sheets. But yeah, I know there's more I want to talk to you guys about, but I just don't know what it is. Um, I guess if something pops up, I'll tell you later this week, but I just want this week to be a really good week, and I know it will be. I'm going to be a lot more disciplined about my sugar intake. Um, but yeah, I just like I'm really grateful, you know. Oh, oh my gosh, I also started playing Plants vs Zombies again on my computer. Super fun. And I've been thinking about my brother a lot. I was listening to this song and it really reminded me of him, and then Plants vs Zombies always reminds me of him. So I hope that you guys will send some prayers to him, or you guys will send him some blessings. I've been doing that, and I really love my brother, and I've been thinking a lot about how much he has played a part in my life, and how like, you know, like, I don't know, because my brother, I think that I used to really dislike him because like growing up he was very like mean to me, and like very like he was like my biggest bully, and he used to always just like do really annoying and terrible things to me growing up. But I really do feel like above that, like I see that like he's just another person with problems just like the rest of us, and he was just trying to express himself. Oh, I need to do a thumbnail. Wait, that was kind of not a vibe. I don't know how I can do a thumbnail. That's cute. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. But I feel like I've been forgiving my brother, and I feel like I've been forgiving all the men in my family because, like, oh, I was gonna bring this up too. So, when I was little in elementary school, like, all my friends were guys. You know, like, I got along really well with guys when I was a little kid. Like I just like did not click with girls at all. But then like my brothers would always like romanticize us, you know? Like he'd always like I remember I had this one friend in elementary school and we were like best friends. Like we were best friends. Like we was the type of friends where like in school the teachers always had to separate us because otherwise we'd be laughing. Um and then like and my brothers would always like romanticize us, be like, are y'all like together? Are y'all boyfriends? Like, I don't know why they made those comments either, because I'm literally like, I don't understand that, you know, like what even is that? But like they used to always make fun of us too because we used to call each other when we go to the bathroom, and I don't know, we were just always talking, you know. super annoying. I hate how my brothers did that to me because I feel like that played a big part in my relationship with men. But I feel like in forgiving my brothers, I've been able to kind of just like let go of that narrative, you know? And I feel like, you know, it's just, you know, like that whole trope of like, not trope, but you know how like sometimes, at least in my generation, you see that like guys can't be friends with girls because it always ends up like the guy like falls in love or something. I feel like that's like me with other guys, you know? Like I feel like I can't be friends with guys without this relationship being romanticized in some way. But like I feel like I've been letting that go slowly and like, you know, accepting that like just because they're a guy doesn't mean I have to be in love with them, you know? And like that's like a duh thing, but like for me, it genuinely has been a very confusing path because of what I've gone through. But yeah, I hope my brother's okay. I know like every time I text him, like he don't be texting me. Like it's like whatever, girl. Like he's just busy. But yeah. Um yeah, I think that's all I have for this week. Or at least today. Maybe I'll talk to you guys again this week. I kind of like keeping it to like one at a time, like one like time per week, just because like I feel like too many videos is like too much. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. I love you guys. Like I said, the wish list and the email will be linked down below if you want to get me like an Etsy gift card or you want to buy me something. I don't know. Just because like I don't know what I did that makes you guys want to do that for me, but you know, like it's down there. Um, I love you guys and thank you so much for listening. I promise all is well. It's just life, but I love you guys. See you.